To stay attractive in this industry, you need to have strong social skills and be able to network. Today's guest, Hanan Greenberg from Israel, he is advocating very strongly for social networking. He's a guru when it comes to affiliation. He's been around for a long time. Ladbrokes, he's the co-founder of Mr.Play, an operator online. And one of his greatest tips is that you need to stay on the floor. You need to touch ground with your employees on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis to make sure that everyone is moving towards the right direction, which I think is a very healthy tip. So please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I hope you're gonna enjoy what the co-founder of Mr.Play, Hanan Greenberg, has to say. Welcome, first of all, and why don't you present yourself and give us a little bit of a background story?
So thank you for having me. My name is Hanan Greenberg. I started working in the iGaming industry at the end of 2008. I'm married with 3 boys, a former handball player. I enjoy highlighting that because I can't play anymore. And since the end of 2008, I'm very passionate about what I do. I started as an affiliate account manager for a company called winner.com. I was the 5th employee and managed to get a big percentage of the affiliate portfolio and to recruit most of the biggest affiliates today who also started back then. I've spent 3 years over there and I really enjoyed every second. But I needed to progress a bit, and under the Playtech umbrella, the Playtech group, I started working for a company called Euro Partners, which is also based in Tel Aviv, was based in Tel Aviv. The company was later on sold back to Playtech. So I spent there 2 years managing 7 brands and a team of 20 affiliate managers with a larger budget than I've managed in winner.com. And after 2 years, in 2012, we started Ladbrokes Israel. It was a body of 25 people from the Playtech group who've replaced in a process a body of 4,000 employees back in Renner's Lane in London. It was a very aggressive transition period. We had to replace people, buy the knowledge, and recruit another 120 employees here in Tel Aviv. After 5 years there, and when the company merged with Gala Coral, I've decided that I want to influence more in my own domain. So I was already an executive who was looking after the acquisition and the international business development for the group. But I decided that I want to do something for my own and to leave the corporate world. I believe that I could influence a bit more or much more in my own project, and I had the Mr.Play dream in my mind for a while. So I left Ladbrokes around February 17 and collaborated with one I would say with someone who's one of the founders of Playtech or the industry. He's been doing that since 2001. His name is Moshe Edrei, and together we've managed to secure a joint venture together with Aspire Global to start MarketPlay. MarketPlay is the mother company for Mr.Play, which is our leading brand, and Mr.Play Partners, the affiliate program. We started it at the end of 2017, on the 1st of November 2017. And ever since, we started another 4 brands and integrated sports vertical for Mr.Play. So now we have a casino per niche who helps us to win a bigger or a larger market share from every affiliate or media partner we work with.
That's quite an impressive background story you have. I mean, you've been in the industry for a long time, as you said. You've been able to really climb the ladder and take on and managing a lot of people along the way. Strong business development and great father of 3 as well. That's beautiful that you've been able to mix family life with your long business career within iGaming. I'm a bit curious. I mean, what did you think you were getting yourself into when you took your first step into iGaming as an entrepreneur now? You know, co-founding of Mr.Play, etc.
So I must be honest with you, or with whoever is watching this. I had no clue about this industry. In Israel, usually when Israelis finish the army, the period in the army around 2 years, they take their time to travel the world. So I did the same, and I traveled almost in half of the globe, and I had no clue to what I'm getting into. I met an entrepreneur in a wedding of a friend of mine, who saw that I've managed to speak to people that I don't know and able to network with people in different languages. So he asked me if I'm open to check a new industry, because I had a different career in a different world, not even related to the online business. I stepped into the interview, into that building, and I saw 300 people from around the world, young people with a fresh and dynamic approach to what they do. And I went into the interview. They started telling me about what they do there. And it took me a few minutes to believe, or a few minutes to understand the potential for myself. And I think that after the second day of my employment, I understood that this is going to be my career for the next 35 years, because I really enjoy it. Every angle of it, or every new person I meet, educates me or teaches me something new, and it happens to me daily. So I can't stop that. I'll keep enjoying that.
Yeah, no, that's how it's supposed to be, and I mean, and that is very key in our industry, especially working with affiliates. I mean, developing an online casino business, you need to have connections. You need to be able to travel the world. You need to be able to enter any conference and just step out of your comfort zone, really, and be able to build that relationship.
I couldn't agree more with what you just said.
Yeah. And what can you share with the audience with your extremely broad knowledge, working, for an operator, having your own business, working with affiliates, coming from the supplier end? I mean, what would you tell the audience, and how, regarding how important it is to actually have the full 360 view of the industry? And how has it been for you working from all different verticals throughout your career?
So I will start with the focus. Focus is, I think, the most important value for an entrepreneur. He needs to have a business plan, a detailed business plan, and stick to it, and not to worry about what is. I'm sorry, I'll rephrase it. Um, the entrepreneur needs to be focused and in line with everything he does. And as you said, to network with his main suppliers directly. If he will do that, he will know what's happening in his business at any given time. That's one. Second thing, transparency. If you'll be transparent with your colleagues, suppliers, and sometimes even customers, you'll win a much better loyalty. And the third thing is clear line of communication. If you enter this world, you need to understand that you need to be available 24/7, to be sharp, and always to be switched on. If you'll be switched on, and if you'll understand that you're working with people from around the globe in different time zones, and you're able to either service them or give them solutions uh, to either increase or retrieve the income they have from their online properties, you will blossom. So those are the three main factors, I would say, or three things you need to have in mind when you start such a business.
Yeah. The last thing was quite, I mean, that is a bit interesting, when you said that you always need to be switched on. I think that in my the previous years in my career, I would be there on Skype. They could call me. I would be on every single channel. You couldn't find anyone online. And until maybe like a year ago, I just realized, when you build that network as well, in one sense, you can step away a little bit. You don't have to respond 3 a.m. in the morning every single night. I mean, that's according to what I think, at least. But in the beginning, when you build yourself a career, when you build yourself that network, you need to be there. You need to make sure that you make a name for yourself. Otherwise, I mean, people are not going to prioritize you, and you're just going to disappear in the crowd.
I agree with you, but I think that it's something in my character. I still enjoy acting as an affiliate manager, and there's some affiliates who contact me directly, and I enjoy keeping my reputation by giving them the best service possible. So maybe it's something I need to change for the family and the 3 boys, but I still try to be switched on. Also for my business partners.
I don't know. It's good moral, and I mean, as long as it's fine and doable, I think you should continue do so. Absolutely. And I mean, today even I was on Skype, and I had an affiliate, and she was asking for some tracking links, and I sent everything over, and I was like, this is so much fun, even just sending tracking links, setting up the campaigns in the back end, and I still enjoy those small things as well after many years.
Yeah,
it's great. In a very competitive industry then, I mean, as a founder of Mr.Play, hands-on, what would you say? I mean, do you really believe that the brands today differ that much in terms of a product-wise?
So there is differences between the products. There is differences between the products, and we always need to aim to be more innovative. But we all know that our industry has a technological depth, I would call it, of, I would say, 3 to 5 years. If you look at the other companies or other industries who's doing something similar to us. And why is that? This industry, at the end of the day, is a bit more complicated than the others. If it's from the regulatory perspective, financial perspective, or even the trust issue that previous ventures who started in, let's say, the late 90s influenced some relationships between operators and affiliates. So if you combine all of those, I would say that in a competitive environment as we have, with not too much room for innovation, you need to go back to transparency and service. And as I said, this is how you will shine among the competitors, not just for the media partners, but also for the players. The offering for the players needs to match their desires. So you need to have more segmentations, more groups, and way to attract the players or the affiliates to do something bigger with you.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. But I just think that if you're gonna get listed on affiliate side and they ask you for a sale pitch, like what difference your company from any other company, I mean, most casinos probably have like similar offers, deposit offers, etc. So I think it's getting harder and harder to really segment the differences between the casinos. But if you really dig into it, obviously, I mean, customer support matters a lot. Are things you're gonna find out about each casino that will be huge, have huge differences. But on first eyesight, I think it's getting harder and harder. So I think we need to step up and really just push our innovativeness and really taking it further all the time to make sure that we actually are standing out.
Yes. So I also agree with you. So what we do in, let's say, for the partners we work with, or as a company, we have I call it the 3 L's. Okay, it's something that we try to do together with being independent. So we try, first of all, to love the teammates. We love our team, because if we love the team, they will help us to deal with the suppliers, and with the customers. We try to love the suppliers. So we, for example, I think that we charge the lowest admin fee to someone similar to us that are at our level. And so we don't advertise on the GPWA magazine or elsewhere, but we do charge the lowest admin fees. And it helps us to win the confidence of the affiliates, again, not with a sales pitch, with time, because we're going to be here for a very long while. So if they see that the effective CPA or the effective return or the effective share that they're getting with time is higher versus other programs, they will just shift more business towards our way. Once they do that, it's our responsibility to service them in the best way possible with the best marketing tools, with the best unique content that they can get from us, because we try to give them as much as we can from our resources. So as I said, we try to love the team that we love back, the suppliers and the players. We try to love the suppliers and pay them more and enjoy the time whenever we meet with them, and not to stress them with commitments and false agreements that will not lead to anything. Okay, we try not to commit them to anything. We try to build it up naturally. And ultimately, and I think the most important thing, we try to love the players. We unlike other businesses or other white labels similar to us, because we're not a regular white label, we have our own VIP team. We speak directly to the players. We know our players. We know what they want, and we try to give them the best experience ever. All together should allow our affiliates to earn more with us and our people to enjoy the working day. And same for the shareholders. They want to have a return for the investment, and this is what we try to do.
Of course, there's a lot of demands that needs to be met. Of course, the players, the stakeholders, the team, suppliers, a lot of people you need to make happy. But by the end of the day, I think that you're doing a great job. And I really like your approach and your mindset regarding this as well. I think that is extremely important. Especially when you speak to different people from different companies, and you can tell straight away, you know, how they function and how they operate. And yeah, it's differences a lot between the different C-levels that I've been speaking to or met at the conference. So bravo to you.
Thank you, Disa. I'm blushing.
Regarding exploring new markets, I think that's something that you consistently do. I mean, we always have to adapt, as we've spoken about. What can you tell us about Mr.Play and the markets that you're operating in now?
So we're operating in around 34 markets. We have the main ones, but we also managed to grow niches for ourselves. And I'll give an example. We're doing a fantastic work with the GCC Gulf, the Gulf Coast countries. We really enjoy educating our active affiliates about this market and providing them the tools to start new online properties there. And yeah, I think that it's a must for every company to go and explore for the next big thing, because my history or my experience taught me that you can't put all of your eggs in one basket. I know that I must use this cliche again, but I think that it happened to me in every operation I work for, and I don't want it to happen for me here. So that's why we have this spread, and I'm very happy to have a team who managed to create tools that will convert in 34 markets with a product like ours. So whoever watches this and wants to learn more about the list of markets and the player value we're able to generate there, feel free to speak to us.
Yeah, that's fabulous. What many teams, have dedicated affiliate managers that will take care of existing partners. And then some companies have an approach that they have affiliate managers taking care of only new acquaintances and new partners. What would you give as an advice? I mean, with your long experience as an affiliate manager within the affiliation overall and with a broad network, how do you start when you need to find new affiliates and break through in a new market, for example? Do you have some small advices, like
number one, you should always start doing this?
Well, first of all, you need to act as a professional. And you need to understand that if you're starting a new business, you cannot conquer the top positions on an affiliate website because he's already generating an income from somewhere or has an historical relationship with someone. So just like in a regular relationship, you start very slow. You introduce yourself into the best way possible, and through the questionnaire every affiliate manager should have with a new affiliate of his or a new relationship, he needs to understand the needs of the affiliate and the aspirations of the affiliates. Once he understands that, he knows how to act, service him, but also bring him, provide him offers or competitive offers from the analysis team. I'll give you an example. We review every relationship on a weekly basis, and we check what we can offer the affiliate before he's asking us what we can offer him to maximize the activity with us in the same given month without getting a commitment to the next month, because we're able to pay him more. So we're building a plan for him together with him. Each affiliate of ours is getting his own suit. We tailor each one a suit, and it's all based on the business intelligence work we've managed to do here. We're able to take the dynamic and fast decisions. Most operations waste a lot of time on extracting the files, building the pivot tables, finding the right things they want who will fit their desires or business plan. We are able to, we managed to build a department who will build a dedicated dashboard for every single employee and his responsibilities. This dashboard will answer it. He will not have to collect information from various platforms, and it eases his workday. So, as I said before, if you act as a professional and you bring all those, all the required information into the beginning of the relationship, things should be smoother with a clear line of communication. So, be a professional. Understand that you need to be passionate and patient at the same time, and stand for your word. If you promise to send him a tracking link by 4 p.m., send the tracker.
Yeah.
A reputation is highly important in this industry, and you need to be good for your word.
Yeah, I mean it's such a small industry when it comes down to it. By the end of the day, really, it's a iGaming hub, iGaming world where everybody kind of knows everybody after a while, or depending on when you're starting to climb a little bit. So I really agree with you. It's very important that you actually stand by your word, and bullshit's gonna come around anyways. People talk, so it's very gossipy by the end of
It's very gossipy. I couldn't agree more. And again, when you climb the ladder, as you said, people sometimes have an opinion that is not related to what you do. As I said, transparent, stand by your word, and things will be easier for you if you do that. Be a good person and don't be greedy. Use your role or reputation to take advantage of others. We've seen that before. We've witnessed that. No one wants it to happen to them.
No. I got a good question a couple of weeks back, and someone asked me, what do you define, or how do you define a great affiliate manager? And I mean, there's so many answers to that question, I believe, but one of the things that I always think about is that you need to be so adaptable to who you speak to. It's social skills, basically. Not everyone are able to maybe tone down or tone up depending on who you speak to. I mean, if you meet someone that is very corporate, that wants things in a very sufficient way, they like the report sent by 4 p.m. on a Friday, you need to do that. Then you're going to meet some people in the business who is like, yeah, whatever, I don't need a report. They hate these long emails. They rather just delete the email and just want you to write on Skype. So you need to be able to balance it out while you still need to be able to be yourself. But yeah, tone it down a bit, tone it up a bit. Be yourself in between. That is
yeah. I agree, and in our team, each affiliate manager is actively managing between 100 to 150 active relationships. So, as you said, if they're able to balance and to understand whom they're speaking to and give them the proper service they seek to, um, the road to success is shorter.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And another topic that is very hot right now, obviously, it's US market. Is that a market that you're gonna dig into in the future? Or what is your predictions with your long experience in this industry? What do you believe is the future of US? And feel free to be a bit controversial here, because people are so afraid to talk about what they really think about US.
Okay. So I think that whoever knows me knows about me that I really wanted to participate in whatever is happening in the US market, already happening and will happen. I definitely see myself try either with the Mr.Play brand, because I really believe that it will be a worthwhile trial to try that there, because I really believe in that brand and its character. But to be honest, I don't see anyone making money in the next decade in that market, but suppliers, because all the big companies are trying to buy or to win sort of market share because of the promises they made to their investors. So as an immediate aspiration, I would love being a consultant or a supplier there in the near future with the company we have, or to operate for a big brand, because I really believe that we can succeed there. But I don't see anyone making money in the next decade or so. I see a lot of money going to the drain by many companies or many European companies who did well in the European company and try to copy or emulate what they did in the American market, and it will not happen to them because it's not a federal market yet, it's a state-by-state market, and it's very different to what we do.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the vast knowledge that we won or gained in Europe or for the European market will be relevant for the American market, but we already see talents going to work for in the American market and leaving us. So what it will do, it will create new characters in the companies we work in, or new stars. We will see new entrepreneurs coming in, but we will see many companies fail in the American market in the next decade. That's the way I see it.
I'm with you on this point. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of crashes as well in the US market. And I mean, there was kind of a lead question if you believe that the opera is actually going to survive in US as it looks today.
Something happened with. Jen, the video is okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Great. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that I'm not sure that the European operators, as we see today, would survive in the American market, because I believe that we're gonna see a kind of a copycat situation going on. I mean, the US, they have been following the European online casino industry for quite some time, for many years. I mean, they already have the suppliers on board, so I mean, and they have the money to properly bulldoze people over and the companies if we're going to try to take a little piece in America. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. Not, as you said, not the first decade probably. But who knows? And I like to be a bit controversial. So we just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Definitely.
After so many years, what would you say, can you signify like the biggest mistake affiliates and operators do when it comes to retrieve, the expected results? Why they don't retrieve the results they want? What is the mistake behind?
It's the small things that matter. Okay, when you enter a relationship, sometimes, for example, let's take an affiliate and an operator relationship. Sometimes an affiliate will not read the terms and conditions of the affiliate program he works with, and he will follow the number, the offer he's been given, without understanding effectively what he will get. We've witnessed this discussion recently in the industry from several affiliates who understood what they're getting effectively from some operators. So I would say check carefully who you're working with, check about his history, check about the payment stream, and if he has no debts to others, and let's say don't marry on the first date, not the affiliate and not the operator.
Yeah, and also be remind yourself and your partner, no matter which side you're on, that it's supposed to be a beneficial and mutual win by the end of the day. So if you're making money, I'm gonna make money, vice versa. Trust is very important, and also fulfilling each other's needs. I mean, it's not a one-way street. It's not only the affiliate asking the operator for more, do this or do that, and the
Exactly.
traffic every single day. It's a work between two people, and if something is wrong, it takes two to dance tango, as you say.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more, especially with the last sentence. You need to tango, and especially when things go wrong, you need to have a clear line of communication with who you work with in order to solve it. Because as you said, we're looking for a beneficial, a long term, and a partnership that will blossom both sides, meaning that both sides will earn money. Because otherwise, we see it as a scam. In a perfect deal, both sides are earning money and will be 80% satisfied. If one side is 100% satisfied, it means that someone on the other side is 50% satisfied. We don't want that. We want both sides to be 80% satisfied and to continue to the coming month.
Yeah, no, for sure. And what would you say is the biggest lesson learned when you launched Mr.Play? And how is it to build and maintain an online casino today?
The biggest lesson I've learned is that although I have the experience, let's say, of many years in the industry, you can't manage such a business in a high-level perspective. You need to be on the floor with the team and into the details, because if not, you can get lost quite fast. Because the cost of the daily operation, together with the traffic cost we have, versus the risk we have, is huge. And if you're not able to control the growth drivers or the biggest cost or the operation itself, at any given time, you're in a problem. And I try not to have problems in my life, so I try to be detail oriented and to learn about every obstacle, and to learn how we can solve it right away. So we also built ourselves some kind of a thinking team that helps us to mark the conclusions from every obstacle we've had and to implement it in the operation to the future. So that's the biggest lesson, to take some time a bit to think and to know about the details.
Yeah. We hustle so we can have an easy life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So finally, from one handball player to another, because I also used to play handball for 17 years. So I also love that sport.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else in mind that you would like to highlight?
About myself, first of all, I need a new hobby, because I can't play handball anymore. I've just retired. I played in the second league in Israel as a hobby, and I'm looking to win a new hobby in the coming months, who will be related to sports, obviously. And one more thing about me, I'm really passionate about what I do. I'm not a greedy person, and I'm not looking to enjoy, for example, a master affiliate deal or a master deal or a reseller deal when I introduce between people. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy utilizing my network for others as well, because I believe in karma and good energy. And I believe that good things that I did in the past for others who worked with me or still work with me will help me in the future, because I enjoy doing business with a smile. So, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. No, I mean, it really shines through. I mean, you've been smiling the whole interview, and I like that. It's makes me happy to see that you enjoy your career and yeah, this interview as well, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for letting me have you here on Casino by Her. And I have a new feature on my website coming soon. I'm building onto a recruitment area and a mentor section. It's gonna soft launch pretty soon, and anybody in the industry with some proper experience can actually apply. So it can connect people if, let's say, you have an affiliate manager or a junior role or whatever it might be in any department. People are going to be able to connect and give each other advices, etc. So I think that's going to be a pretty good tool. So you could check it out as well.
I will definitely will. I can tell you that it's one of the sessions we did who really helped us. First of all, the mentoring thing, I really believe in it. So it's a great thing you initiated. But maybe think about connecting between affiliates and the operating team of operators to understand the daily hurdles of each side. Each side should show what is facing on a daily basis to understand the problems of each side. And then maybe with a different view, we can help solving it for each other.
Yeah, I mean that would be the ideal, right?
Yeah.
That is what we all want by the end of the day. So we should be able to fix that. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Disa. Thank you for your time. I really enjoyed it.